Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my high-end favorites of 2015. This is just things that I found myself reaching for. They didn't necessarily come out this year, but it's just things that I personally have been loving. So if you'd like to see my high-end favorites, then please keep watching. So the first primer that I'm going to talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Primer. I use this when my skin is very dehydrated, and I do love it. It's tacky, so it's a little bit tacky. It's not overly tacky, but it makes my makeup definitely last. I love this primer. Another one that I love, this is for smoothing, and it looks really good in photos, but it is the Smashbox Photo Finish the oil-free primer. This is just a sample size, but I do love it. And the last one that I've been loving is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Face Primer. Next, I'm going to talk about sprays. So I have been loving the Fix Plus for making my shadows change. So it makes it look a little bit more metallic, and it makes light colors a lot darker. My family's being really annoying right now. I'm sorry. And also the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I have been loving this. It does make makeup last. I like using it when I go out to the bar or dancing or anywhere that I'm going to be moving around and sweating. It does work. So this year there have been a lot of foundations that I've been loving for many different reasons. I will tell you which ones and I will tell you why. So the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I love this when I need it to make it last, but I cannot use this stuff when my skin is extremely dry because it will flake off. That is my only downfall with this one. So this year I've really been loving also the Makeup Forever. In my tan color, I use the Ultra HD foundation. I do love this. It looks beautiful in photos. That is why I love it. Something that's a little bit less drying is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, the stick. It is in my light color, so when I don't have a fake tan, I do gravitate towards this one, and I just love it. It's not drying on the skin. It doesn't last as long, I find, as the liquid, but it is still beautiful. So something that I also have been loving is the Bare Skin, Bare Minerals foundation. I have it in my light color and in my tan color. The only problem I've been having with this is that it transfers. So you definitely have to set it, and still I find that it does transfer. So I will lose it around here is where it goes first. But for looking natural, and just a couple of drops goes such a long way. This stuff lasts forever. I think when I got this, I used this for months straight this year. This is why I have to mention it. But I do tell you it does not last as long, and it does transfer. But if you want to wear makeup for a short period of time and you want it to be flawless, then definitely give this a try. So the last foundation I'm going to talk about is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. It is holy grail. Like, this is my favorite foundation this year. It is the one that, since I've tried it, this is the one that I use for every single event that I'm going to go to. I just love this foundation so much. It's so dewy and so luminous, and it's beautiful. For under eye concealer, I'm going to talk about the Bare Skin Bare Minerals. I love this stuff. It is not drying, it's not cakey, it's so smooth and so nice. I just love it. I highly recommend that you give it a try. For problem areas, I like the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. The sucky thing is that it's in a glass bottle. They shatter so easily, but they stick on problem areas like glue. So definitely give this a try if you have many problem areas. But it is drying, I will tell you that. Let's move on to powders. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I do love this powder, but lately I've been finding under the eyes it is way too drying, and I cannot use this in the winter months, that's for sure, but in the summer it worked like a dream for me. The MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. It's just so light and so beautiful on the skin, and it sets the foundation. I love this. You can use this if you are also in high school and you don't want to cake on the foundation. You just get this and you put that all over your face. It is beautiful. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. That is it there. I'll swatch it for you. Now, this is not something that I use for a highlight because it's not very vibrant, but it's beautiful for all over the skin. It just gives you like that luminous lighting glow. It's beautiful. Eyeliners. The only black eyeliner that I want to mention really is the NARS Larger Than Life. And I mean, look, that does not, it's so black, it does not transfer. It's basically, look, waterproof. And it lasts so long in the waterline. I love this one. For single bronzers alone, I do love the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. Oh, it's taken quite the beating, but yeah, it's just like the perfect contour color. It's not too warm, not too cool. It's just perfect. I love this stuff, especially when I have a little tan going. Summer, I really fell in love with the Clinique Cheek Pop blushes. I love Peach Pop. It is my absolute favorite. I will swatch it for you. It just gives you that perfect like peachy, pinky, summery glow. It's just beautiful. Now this one is very dark. This one here is in Cola Pop, but I did use it for an eyeshadow. And let me just tell you, there's so much color to this. They're beautiful little prints on them too. I just love them. But that's it. It's so dark, so obviously you want to be really light-handed if you want to try playing with that one, but it is just beautiful. It would be so nice on darker skin tones in the fall months. I also fell in love with the Tarte blush in Celebrated. It is the perfect pinky nude. I just absolutely love it. I'll show you what that looks like. It's just so soft and so subtle. I just love it. Such a pretty nude. I feel like this one just complements every look that I do. I just love it. My absolute favorite highlighter this year was the Becca Champagne Pop. I just love this. I feel like it would work so well for every single skin tone, no matter what skin tone you have. That is it. I don't know if you can see, but it's just so shimmery. I have it on my cheeks today, but it is fading a little bit. It's just so beautiful. Like, I cannot even explain. It just looks like you have wet cheeks, and it's just so nice and dewy. I love it. This year, I also fell in love with the Smashbox Step by Step Contour Stick. So there's a contour color, which is like a grayish color. Then you have the bronzer, which is a warm color, and the highlighter, which is a light color. I'll swatch them all for you so you can see. Those are the three there. They just blend beautifully for being not a powder, but for being cream, they just blend beautifully. I love them. I used them for probably a month straight when I got them. I just love them. There are two brow products that I've been loving this year. The first one is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Love it. I have it in the color taupe, and I had it in the color blonde, but I lost the blonde one. So I've been using taupe, and it is just so easy to work with. Just, oh, it's so easy. It's just retractable. I'm sure you all know about it. It's all over YouTube. Now the next one is the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's literally so easy. It's such a small little applicator, and you just go ching 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 and you're done. Like, literally so easy. I have it in the light color, and it looks really good for blonde. My favorite primer for mascara has been the Clinique Lash Building Primer. That is it right here. I think mine's looking, yeah, a little dungy and dark, but it makes my lashes, when I put mascara on, appear a little bit longer. And that is why I love this. I have really long eyelashes, but that just gives it the extra little pop. My favorite favorite mascara for the year. The price, it hurts me a lot, but it is the Lancome Hypnose, the one with the little like rose on the top mascara. That's what the brush looks like. My stomach is growling. I'm so hungry. But that's what it looks like. It's just perfect for just getting in there, and it looks beautiful on the bottom lashes as well. I can't even describe this, but keep in mind that if you spend the money on it, it's a lot of money and you're gonna fall in love with it. So be prepared about that one. I can honestly say I have never loved another mascara that much. So be prepared. For lip products, I have two that I'm going to mention. The first one is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Vampira. Now, I used this when I was a vampire for Halloween, and it lasted all night. Like, look at that color. It's like the perfect bloody color. I used this around the outside, and then on the inside, I put a more of a reddish, like a very red color, and it looked like a beautiful ombre. And this lasted the whole night through like drinks and all that stuff. It lasted. I never ever had to touch it up. It is drying and matte, so I do give you a warning for that, but this lipstick lasts forever. Now, my next favorite lipstick is not going to be a surprise to you, but it is the MAC Cream Sheen in Pure Zen. I just love this nude. It's the perfect peachy pinky nude. That's the color right there. I just love this color. It is literally my favorite lipstick. It is one that I reach for more than any other lipstick that I own. It's not drying on the lips. It is just perfect. I love it. For tools this year, the only one that I could not live without is the Magical Beauty Blender. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it. It makes your makeup look flawless and beautiful. You can use it for under the eye concealer. You can even damp the bottom of it and put on like blush and bronzer if you really wanted to. I use the flat end though for my foundation, and I love this thing. Yeah, you just put it under the water, dampen it, you know the drill. But yeah, I pretty much could not live without it. I'm sorry that it looks dirty. I did just use it for this makeup tutorial, which should already be uploaded by now. I'm going to share with you guys my favorite palettes of the year. The Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. This, as you probably know, has a bunch of warm tones. They're beautiful. This one I love using as even a cheek highlight. I just love that color. It's so vibrant. Smells like chocolate. You cannot go wrong. There's just so many looks that you can get out of this. But yeah, my two favorites is probably the Butter Pecan and the Peanut Butter. Love those two shades. I wish I could buy peanut butter separately because I just love it. Now the next two palettes I did get at the end of the year, but I do feel like that I should mention them because I have not been able to put them down since I have gotten them. So it is the Tartelette In Bloom palette. They're so creamy, so pigmented, so beautiful. There's so many warm tones. There's so many looks you can get from this. There's light and dark. There's a couple shimmers that are beautiful for on the lid. I just cannot get enough of this palette. And I know I did get it at the end of the year, but it still counts as 2015. So I love this. The last palette that I'm going to mention is the Tartiest Contour palette by Tarte. Sorry if that just blinded you, but it has beautiful like banana powder, a brightening powder, a highlight, a blush, two contour. Well, I use that for contour, use that for bronzer. It is just absolutely beautiful and universal, and you can get all of these things in one. Like you can get your blush, your highlight, and all of that just by taking this little palette with you. It is just so universal, so beautiful. Love this, and I know I got it at the end of the year, but I've been using it so much since I've gotten it. Oh, it's reflecting. That is all my favorites, high-end things for 2015. I do have a drugstore one coming up as well. I'm gonna film that another day, but for now, those are just my high-end favorites. I know I talked really quickly through all of them, but that is mainly because I only have so much time to share them with you and I wanted to just show everything that I loved this year. So if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will be posting the drugstore favorites soon, so until next time, bye guys.